everybody, and welcome to How To Tuesdays with me, your host, John Katsavos. Today is a special day, guys. I'm doing selfless plug this whole week. Um, just so everybody knows, tomorrow there will be no Be Better Clean Slate program because I just think that that might be a little bit too much. Excuse me. And I don't want to be one of those guys that's cramming stuff down people's throat. I think that's cheap. I think that's irresponsible. And that's not how I roll. I do all this stuff with your guys' best interests in mind. So just please know that. I'm not in it. I'm not going to say I'm not in it for the money, um, but I'm in it majorly to give you guys the best possible stuff that I know. And I know that the year that we had, the year that we went through, has been one of those years that is just, I hope and I pray that nobody ever sees those days again for the rest of our lives and for our children's lives and our grandchildren's lives and their grandchildren's lives. So that's why I'm not going to be pushing another a Be Better Clean Slate tomorrow. I'll pause that for next week. But this week, I am going to be talking about this week's topic, which is the 7-Day King Blueprint. Now, this this blueprint has been taken. One second. This blueprint has been taken from me for the past years, 20 plus years of me working on myself and not really knowing that I've actually been working on myself. I'm amazed that, 20 years of experiences of me falling on my ass, getting back up again, um, pushing myself to be better version, not allowing myself to um, settle. I could never understand people settle. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to settle. I'm just saying that to me, there was more to it than just settling down and just, finding uh, finding something that, wasn't right for me. So what I basically did was I basically created a blueprint, as you can see, that I implemented for myself. And yesterday, I actually posted a blog post on my website that you can take a read right here. That's Unleash the King Within. And for you guys I gave you guys 3 simple steps. The 3 simple steps that I did after I was in that really bad space, and it's literally costed me nothing. It costed me nothing extra. Let me rephrase that. It costed me nothing extra. What I actually did was I actually took money from one place and put it to another, and all of a sudden, I started feeling better. I started looking better. Started having better conversations with myself. I actually had this conversation with somebody earlier today, um, and I'll sum it up today and of the steps that I took when I was in that space. And now, again, if you guys do decide to sign up to the 7-Day King Blueprint, it's free. I'm not asking for a cent for it from you guys. All I'm asking for you guys is try it out. Give me your feedback at the end of it. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you didn't like. Um, because this is the only way this thing is going to get better. and to be able to serve people more powerfully. It's not even a word. No, I just made it a word. So the 3 steps that I actually talk about in my blog post, which you can find on my website, fearfitness.ca, was going for walks, sleeping during the proper times, and cleaned up my diet. It's as simple as that. Going for walks, cheap, costs you nothing. Changing up your diet, Yeah, changing up your diet. All you're taking is money from one place to another and saying, well, this is how I'm going to do it. Okay? And I went into it yesterday with a podcast as to um, the myth and misconception behind um, that organic food is actually more expensive than this processed garbage that you find at these fast food restaurants. That's a complete and utter myth. And sleeping during the proper times. Now, we will go into that one because a little bit later, maybe tomorrow with a Q&A, because it's a very in-depth topic that has a lot of science backing it. And actually, I might do it on Throwback Thursdays. I'll probably do it on Throwback Thursday to help you guys understand a little bit more how complex and why it's so important to be going to bed at the proper time. Again, this costs you nothing. It's just changing your sleep pattern, which again costs you nothing. Costs nothing. So today what we're going to do is we're going to actually take all that, we're going to put it into a proper little how-to, step by step. Okay? Sleeping during the proper times. Sleeping during the proper times simply means you're going to bed at around 10:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. at night, and you're waking up between 5 and 6 a.m. in the morning. Now, this actually does a lot of great stuff, especially when it comes to stuff up here and physically. We'll get, like I said, we'll get into this a little bit into more depth. Now, if you don't have a job, your day is actually open. If you do, and we can actually fix this walk time a little bit better. Um, Ideally, in an ideal world, I would be wanting you to walk anywhere between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. because this is when we're producing the most amount of cortisol, and which is a work hormone, and we can utilize that effectively. I understand we all have jobs. I understand that we've had a rough year and we all need to work. We need to be making in money so we can be doing stuff like hiring me as your personal trainer and start to get the body that you deserve. So, with that in mind, you have 2 options now. You can either start to work out at about 6:30 in the morning, which for me would be ideal. So go for your walks at like 6:30 in the morning for many, many reasons. One, the air's cleaner, um, it's fresher. You don't have to worry about pollution or whatever, all that stuff. And it's a little bit cooler in the morning, so the walks are a little bit better. If you are like me and you're a grumpy grumperson in the morning and you don't want to do morning walks, which I totally personally understand, then you're looking at about, let's say you're doing the 9 to 5, you get home at about 6, you eat your dinner at about 6:30, so at about 7 p.m. you're going out for a walk. Ideally, very latest, 7 p.m. And for your walk, I'm only asking for 10 minutes out of your day just to go out for a brisk little walk around the block or to the park or wherever you want to walk to. Just walk. Then you get home and you get yourself ready for bed. Now, when you're going for bed, and I go through this in the 7-Day King Blueprint, when you're going for your walk, or when you're coming back and everything's getting ready for bed, the best way to get ready for bed is to turn this thing off. This thing, Facebook, computer, TV, cell phone, turn them off. If your alarm clock is your cell phone, like it is for me, face down, and you don't turn it on until you wake up in the morning. I'm giving you guys one of the big things that I actually love to do when it comes to anything when it comes to personal development. It's this. Routine, routine, routine. You can't get anywhere if you don't plan your stuff properly. You're never going to be able to get to point Z without going through A, B, C, D first. So we set up your morning routine. We set up your evening routine. Your evening routine consists of turning this off, turning cell phone into airplane mode, turning TVs off, turning phones off, turning anything that emits blue light, grabbing one of these. I know it's hard, but you got to open it up and start actually reading the words inside of it. I personally like self-development stuff because it helps me become better. It doesn't have to be. I started reading Star Wars books. A little bit more about me. I'm a Star Wars nerd. I love a good Star Wars story. So whatever it is, whatever tickles your fancy, whatever you want to do, my personal suggestion is if you want to become better, you have to learn and pick up different tools from other people that have been there and done that. So pick up the Joe Dispenza book that's been sitting on the bookshelf, or the Jordan Peterson 12 Rules for Life, or Diamond Cutter, or whatever book that you want to do in order to help you build better practices. Again, I go through all of this in my 7-Day King Blueprint. Let's get that proper. The 7-Day King Blueprint program. It's totally free. I'm not asking for a single penny from anybody for this. It's I don't even know how to begin to say how much I have put a lot of work into this, and I really hope that you guys take advantage of this because it has helped me personally so much. Just the simple thing of what I just talked about tonight, with setting a morning routine, setting an evening routine, going out for a walk, going to sleep at a proper time, taking the money out of McDonald's and putting it into a farmer's hands, and getting proper nutrition. All this stuff, all these small things play a huge, huge role. I mean, it's up to you, right? So I can only put all my content out there, and again, like it's the stuff that has helped me so many times in the past, and I want to help you become a better version of yourself. So, anyways, I've rambled enough. I've talked enough. Now it's time for you to take action. All you got to do is click on the link below or copy and paste the URL into your browser. Put your email address, your name, and pop in on Sunday at 1 p.m. so we can get this, so we can unleash the king that lives inside of you. Stay tuned for a little bit more stuff coming up from me in just a few minutes with a mini solo cast and a blog post on Medium. Anyways, all the great stuff that I do. I do so much. I do it out of love. I do it out of caring. So I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys on the flip side.